How are you?
Awesome.
Good. Kat, what's at your face? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay.
But I think this thing will be shifting.
Once you see how when you give a person what they want, once in a while they're very happy.
Yeah.
It's also kind of like what gaslighting men do.
You don't understand what it does to you.
I can't even see the shit.
Oh, I am sorry that you like I got only 50 and I
This one make it cards, ne?
Yeah, new card.
Cool. Before we
Makoti must fall.
and I told you to tell him you wear a duke every day.
Words.
Boring? Toileting?
I told him we're not apparent duke at least Monday to Friday.
Oh, hell no. It's a no.
Family.
Yes.
Yes.
It's just
Can we find
Us two.
I
think I should remember.
Cops, can you please find Tabawa?
Alright. How we doing, Jen?
so we're clear. CBD is a scam. I think CBD is a scam. Why are you having cannabis if you don't want to feel a certain type of way? So I'll have like the one that was made for me is like I can have like 3 to 5 drops. The doctor said it's fine. It's undetectable in my breast milk, but because I took it just to help with my pain, and I was properly like lulled and relaxed, and I should have done it as soon as we wrapped on set and had it, but then I thought about it at like 8 and I was like, nah, just now in the morning I'm looking at the guest like this.
You would have been matching the vibe of the crew.
I'd be like, can you say that again?
Unpacked season 3, shoot 37, segment 1, take 1.
Do you want it again? Sorry, and that thing, yeah.
Tsepo, your ears are hung over. You can't hear properly.
Unpacked season 3, shoot 37, segment 1, take 1.
Thank you.
Oh, good, ne? Tabawa?
Set?
Press record.
Yeah.
The incident happened when you were 7 months pregnant, eh? Yes.
Okay, cool. 3, 2.
Raped while pregnant. Today's guest is here to share her horrific story. Let's unpack. A man says, hey, where are you going? Let me help you out. You say, I'm looking for a salon. Actually, I own a salon. Come, I'll take you through. He looks friendly and decent enough. And you're like, great, get in the car. At this point, you're sitting, I'm assuming, in the front seat with him.
Yes.
And it's just the two,
We went to Faraday.
which is, just for those that are not familiar with Joburg CBD.
Yeah.
How far in minutes would you say that was from where you were, which is the main taxi rank there?
Probably 5-7 minutes out.
Mm.
Yeah, I think around 7 minutes out because it was real quick.
Yes. Mm.
And when we got to so that area, it's a residential place,
Yes.
but there's not much movement. There's not much traffic there.
Yes.
People walking in the streets. You'd find like 1 or 2 people in the streets. It's
Yeah.
very
Quiet and
quiet.
isolated.
Yeah. I couldn't remember anybody's number, but my aunt's help.
Mm.
She's like my second mother.
Mm.
She's known me from birth, basically. I don't know why it was her number that I remembered,
Mm.
but she was the first person I could call. Okay, the whole family.
Mm.
And they, basically wanted to find out what happened, how it happened. I can't talk really at that point. So Rose is trying to explain to them what she knows
Mm.
and where she found me, and yeah. And then they asked if we've called the police, are we going to the police station, what's happening? So the police were on their way shortly after they arrived, and then they escorted us to the station.
Mm. And like something was taken from you.
I felt like my whole life was taken. Just my humanhood and my dignity
but I think you can still get value out of it. And much as it's a gift, much as it's a gift that you don't have the memories, then as therapy can prepare you for if they do come back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just equip you. Because you're in a position where you don't have to deal with reliving the events, but if that does happen, I hope you can be equipped. And it doesn't have to be therapy. There's different forms of things that you can do. I can only advocate for what I know, which is therapy that's helped me with my various traumas that I've had to deal with, where I try to go more preventative than wait for something bad to happen and then go and see. Yes. So if the opportunity presents itself, again, I think you're in a better place to be able to talk. The fact that you were able to sit and talk to me is something encouraging. Are you nervous for this going out for people to see?
Not really.
Good. You see, you're the winner. You win the story. You get the happy ending.
That's true.
You get the happy ending.
That's so true.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
This is therapeutic.
Everybody says this.
Yeah, this is
Like,
actually
this
very
is
therapeutic
therapy.
in itself.
Everybody says this, and it's so weird for me because I just listen, which I guess is what therapists do.
Yeah.
But I think the nickname shrink, maybe it's because they shrink your problems, but for me, therapy helped me just gain perspective. So I don't know if what we do here is give people perspective in terms of the guests that are sitting, but I think talking where somebody listens and sees you is like everything.
Yeah, true.
Without feeling like, do they believe me?
Yeah,
Do they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I being judged? And like, yes, we have restrictions. My crew is absolutely amazing and like respectful to the process, which helps. But for me, it's therapy, it's healing, because I get to sit with someone like you, where I'm like, I don't know what I would have done. I would have died if that happened to me. But you didn't die, like you lived, you survived, and now you're thriving and you're talking about it, and I sit and think, wow, I'm so encouraged. So it's definitely therapy for me.
Same here.
Oh man,
And your
thank you
aura,
so
you've got
much.
just very calming aura. It's
Thank
very
you.
calming. Like
Thank you.
I had no. Look, I was so nervous in the beginning.
Oh no.
And then just like talking to you, I just became so much
Oh,
calmer
thank you.
and yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you feel comfortable in my pretend lounge.
Feels
I'm so happy. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Every time we have conversations about rape, it's obviously such a sensitive subject. What's different with this particular discussion is the part of her being pregnant, and I think I'm still quite fresh from being pregnant. The hormones are probably still heavily there in my body, and I was trying not to get too emotional, because if I started crying, I honestly don't think I would have stopped. Just feeling for her that you're really so vulnerable and exposed, you're carrying your child, and then you're violated in that way. But I think something important that I hope everyone takes from this episode is the fact that not everybody knows not to bath after being raped. The SAPS can be atrocious when it comes to assisting with reporting a case. You're not necessarily in a state to speak the day you've been raped, the day after, and. Not everybody is in a position to go and get a rape kit done. Not everybody's in a position to have somebody with them to take them through that process. Sometimes you are still in fight, flight, or freeze mode, and that's the state that you find yourself in. It's just frozen. So there's so much people can learn about these situations when they went to accuse women of lying or saying you should have reported, or why were you there, or why did you do this, or you were asking for it, things that are so insensitive. I'm hoping that this episode will just get people to be a lot more sensitive, but also give individuals an opportunity, if they have been raped, to get the help that they need, to seek out justice, even though we know that the SAPS disappoints us a lot. So yeah, it's one of those episodes that have left me in quite a somber, sad mood.
Hi, my name is Kolofelo. We have been speaking about, sexual violation and intrusion of your personal space. I believe that it is important for us to speak about these things because it gives awareness for people who have gone through these experiences and for people around us. Just to sort of educate on the happening, the aftermath, and whatever is involved in a rape incident. So I would very much like you to tune in to the show. So Relebogile Mabotja is the host, and it is very eye-opening, I would say. I would love you to just take a sneak and maybe you'll get something out of it. Thank you very much.